Hello, everyone. Welcome to Footballbrehz, a platform where rival fans discuss, debate, and banter each other on all topics that are football. My name is DOS, and I'll be your host for today's show. Back with us, we have Chelsea fan Kadus, Arsenal fan Kemal, Spurs fan Ben, and Liverpool fan Isha. And with today's show, we're going to be focusing solely on the Champions League quarterfinal stage. So everything is getting very, very tasty, I would say, right now. All the big teams are left, even though there has been some upsets, I would say. So we'll discuss
upset, ass whooping, more like.
Well, I wasn't talking about Chelsea. I was talking about.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not an upset.
But you know,
Chelsea got battered.
We'll continue with that. So before we move any further, can you guys please subscribe, like, follow all of our social media pages, and make sure you comment and join in on the conversations that we're having. Please, we would like to hear from you. So let's start first. First thing we're going to start with is the game between Chelsea and Bayern Munich. Now, I don't know what the expectations was for you, Kadus, in that game, but boy, it felt like you guys were Arsenal again. So let me tell you.
Hold on, no, don't disrespect. Don't set it up like that and then try to disrespect.
All right, let's go back then. Arsenal a few years ago. How about that? Is that better?
2 years ago.
It's all right, man. The last time Arsenal played Chelsea was back then. FA Cup. Boom. Let's go. Carry on.
It was 2-1 actually. It was 2-1. We beat 4-1 in the final though. Remember that? Remember that?
Thinking, bruv, man. Why
Let's
talk about this season?
You heard about European titles, bro?
Muted. Both muted. So let me set that back up. So what I was saying, Kadus, how do you feel, or what did you expect going into that game? Because, boy, it was a one-sided affair. It was really like men against boys in that game.
Yeah, because it literally was men against boys in that game. I said this the last time, though. The season was over for me. So, you know, that match, nothing really surprised me. I don't feel away. I feel quite numb to it because it's to be expected. When I saw the lineup, basically, I think Lampard was like, look, give it a go. We got Hudson-Odoi on. Now's the chance to shine. Let's try and see what we can do. First half, we conceded the 2 goals. Got a goal back, got disallowed, got another goal, 2-1. We controlled it. And when the third goal came, it was over. We had I think it was about 5 to 7 minutes at the second half. Yeah. Where we were starting to play the way that Lampard would have wanted us to play.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I think it's a mental thing. Because the ability is there. Just, you know, it's just growth. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, look, it's never nice to lose. It's 4-1. So we got battered at the end of the day.
One thing we have to give respect to is Bayern Munich. I mean, we have to give respect to this team right now. For me, I think are the favourites to win this competition.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Their man stats are mad in the Champions League.
Man.
17. I think they're beaten unbeaten in 17 games.
Yes, they got 31 goals so far in the Champions League. That's 11 more goals than the next person. That's mad.
And the scary thing, and they probably got the majority of goals with us. But the scary thing is, they didn't even get into second gear.
Nah, but you forgot.
Remember what happened to Tottenham?
You forgot they beat Tottenham for 7-2.
Oh yeah,
earlier.
They battered Tottenham. Beat you. Let's not brush that off.
England teams don't fare well against Bayern unless you're United.
But that's why I expected
Liverpool. I just wanted to say, just to conclude, I just wanted to say, but I'm very, very gassed still, right? Because we potentially have Havertz coming. Potentially, I've heard rumbling. So next season, I want to see what happens next season. I think Lampard, credit to him. He was brave. He wanted to implement the system. He wanted to see how well we could play with that system. You know, so
all I'm saying is you can get all the Havertz you want and all the Ziyechs. If you don't fix that defense, you ain't gonna make no difference.
Listen, I've said this once and I said this again, and I'll say this again, right? The reason why we did okay last season is because we were very pragmatic. Right now, we are playing a very dynamic, fast type of football. And the problem is we don't have leaders, which is what we need to sort out. Yeah. And we are terrible in transition. The defenders, unfortunately, aren't prepared or aren't, I wouldn't even say good enough because they're good defenders, but they're not used to defending in transition. So once we get those new personnel in, we'll be okay. So everyone relax. let's relax. Because when we get Havertz and
I disagree.
We'll be a bit better next week.
I disagree. I don't think your defenders are good enough. But let's see what happens next season.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too.
All I'm saying is, guys, if next season, everyone's talking about next season. We're going to be better next season. I'm not expecting us to.
We're not talking about next season right now. We're talking about you getting battered.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. You
know what's so funny, bro? Is a Tottenham bear trying to diss me now. What did you say, Ben?
So let's go to the Champions League quarterfinals right now. So first game coming up is Atalanta v Paris Saint-Germain. Now, me personally, I can't stand Paris Saint-Germain. Like, I don't know about you guys. Like, I just feel like it's a team on money. For me, they resemble bullies. They're bullies in their league. Like, they're so far ahead of everyone else because of the amount of money they've invested in their club, and they never do well when they come across big teams.
Man City are exactly the same.
The only difference, though, is I wouldn't say exactly the same. The thing with City is
no. Paris Saint-Germain's money is not Man City money. Come on.
But
it is.
But when we're talking about
how much they spend, it's not.
No, but when we're comparing the two, I'm talking about at least City. There's a project. There's they're playing football. They've improved the youth structure. They've got a great manager. Like they're winning big trophies as well. Like
but at least City have challenges. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
If you look at their league, there is no challenging, bro.
No challenge.
Yeah, that's not their fault. That's not their fault.
It's not their fault that they're what?
It's not their fault that they don't have any challenges.
But if
the fact that they're pumping money into the club, Man City done that.
Yeah, but you also have to
think about when Robinho came. Robinho came to the league time ago. Yeah?
Robinho came because he thought he was signing for Man United. That's why.
Yes, I know. But anyway, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't. But that was a long time ago. So they've been pumping in money to that club for years.
Yeah, I get you. They have, but there's a plan. For me, it feels like with Paris Saint-Germain, there's no plan. It's just let's get the best.
The plan is the Champions League.
Exactly.
That's the plan.
But
the plan is
what were you saying?
Yeah, I was just saying I agree with you because, like, I look at City, even though I hate them for cheating, which they obviously did, but they've got projects in place. They knew they were going to get Pep at some point. They hired an infrastructure from Barcelona that was going to be ready for Pep when he arrived, like 5 years before he even came.
Yeah.
They set everything up. They started the investment group that bought, like, the New York team. They got Australian, Indian. Like, they're setting up an infrastructure that is going to last for eons. And when I look at PSG, what they did is they just walked in there like some, them one that win the lottery. And they came from nothing. And they're just like, they don't invest in nothing. 100%. They just spend it and they're broke in a year. That's 100%. How I see PSG. They just bang out bare money. There's no project. They don't know how they want to play football. They just want to spend money and be successful.
And what I don't like,
that's why they keep flopping, because there's no soul.
There's no soul. There's no character. There's no backbone in that team. Like, they go against, as soon as they come across someone who's on their level, they crash. They're bottlers.
Exactly.
They bottle. So that's why I don't really have any respect for them. I mean, they've got great players, but what is great players when you don't have drive or vision or anything? Nothing, as you can see with PSG. They don't Champions League. They're nothing. They're coming up against a good team. Atlanta are a very good team. You know what? I sense an upset here. I sense an upset, but then again,
but Paris played sick against Dortmund.
Mbappe's back.
Mbappe's back,
and
he's back.
Yeah. Really? He looked like he mashed himself up.
Yeah, mashed him up, bro.
His ankles like that.
I just wanted to say that Atlanta are gonna, I think they're gonna win. I think attacking wise, they're on fire.
It's just one leg, right?
One game.
One leg.
Yeah, they've got one of the top scorers in Serie A. They are banging right now.
They're banging right now.
They're nuts. They're doing a bit of an Ajax, innit?
Yeah, no, man, I can't see it.
I'm telling you now, Paris are gonna win it.
Yeah,
they could.
Winning the what? The Champions League?
No, the match against Atlanta.
They probably could. I mean, if Paris and players all turn up, I went crazy. I was like, hold on. I was like,
I was ready.
For me, it's their best chance going to the final. I think they've got the best chance going to the final.
Yeah, obviously, they always have. That's another thing. They always have easy teams as well, and they still manage.
Their side is the easiest to get there.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Okay. What do you guys think about? Let's go to Kadus. What do you think about this Atlanta coming up against them? Do you think there's going to be an upset? Do you think
Yeah.
Because you think there's going to be an upset in this game?
They've got no fear, man. When you see them play, they have no fear. And when you're playing against PSG, they're spineless, man. Yeah. I think that team is spineless. I think if you pressure them, they're going to break. So I can sense an upset.
Yeah.
Coming.
Okay. And you guys know that. Who doesn't see an upset coming? Ben,
no
right?
way.
I don't. I'm telling you, Atlanta might get ahead with 1-0, but trust me, Paris will come through.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I can see Paris scoring 3 goals. Because
it could happen.
They've flopped so many years in a row. It's been a flop. Remember what happened against Barcelona?
Listen. Paris
United.
Man United when Rashford scored the penalty.
Paris winning the Champions League is just as important to them as it was Real Madrid.
Yes,
and that's what. So you know,
and City, exactly. Man
City need to win it.
Man City and what's the Italian team?
Chelsea too at one point.
Juventus.
That's how important it is for them.
I'm wearing this because they're out. And Kemal's vexed. Kemal's vexed.
I can't believe that.
Okay, let's move on from that game. Let's go to the second game. Leipzig v Atletico Madrid. So I feel like this is going to be, exactly. I feel like this is going to be the tightest game as well. Like it's 50-50. It could go either way. There's probably not a lot of goals in this game as well because they're both very good defensive teams. What do you guys think will happen in that game?
Atletico go easy.
Easy.
I don't think easy, but they'll come through.
No, you're slipping on.
I'm here with a hot take today, baby. I'm here with all the hot takes today, baby. They are going to. Well, listen, Timo Werner's gone 1, 2. Atletico Madrid defense is insane, right? Yeah. You have the best goalkeeper. Like I don't see how RB is gonna do.
Listen. I think it's going to be a very exciting match because both teams are very aggressive, very fast paced. So I get that, but at the same time, I still think it will be one of those really close last minute winner. But then Atletico are very disciplined, and that's one thing that I know they will pull it off.
And that's how they pulled off against Liverpool, right? They knocked them out.
Yep. I mean,
no, I'm not even cussing.
You can't win it every
but they
year,
were very,
right?
very disciplined because I remember Liverpool were pretty much on them that game.
The whole game,
the whole game they were on them.
Listen, Atletico can take pressure all day.
I feel like they'll approach this game different though. Like you go against Liverpool, you know that you can't just go all out and go guns blazing against Liverpool, so you just sit back. Whereas this game, I feel like it might be a bit more open, where they feel they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, it'll be attacking.
It's not. But this is the thing is that's not Simeone's game. That's been the issue when they signed Felix, and that's been one of the issues. He's playing for a very defensive team, and that's why he's not playing that well. So I don't see him setting up any differently. They're going to be very tight. Then there's not going to be a lot of opportunities to score, and I don't see him pushing. I do see him winning. It's probably going to be like a 2-0 for me, but I can't see RB doing much against them. Yes, they've got a good defense, but they got Oblak, man.
Yeah,
but Atletico's form has been a bit better than Leipzig.
Yeah, that's true. But also, this is also one leg now. Because it's one leg, anything can happen. Any team has a chance to win. That's the thing. Let's go to the third game. Manchester City v Lyon. So we all know that. First of all, congratulations to Lyon for knocking out Juventus. I mean that was a shock. That was a shock. But was it a shock?
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't a shock.
I mean,
it wasn't a shock.
No, I was shocked. I thought they would come back. Well, they obviously won on the day. They won on the day, but obviously the away goal kicked in.
No, but if you think about the expectations of Juve and the expectations of Lyon, it is kind of a shock. Juve, this was the season. They brought Ronaldo to win them a Champions League.
Yeah, that was a big shock.
Ronaldo was crying on the floor.
Seri. He mucked it up.
Who?
I've been telling Brehz, their manager.
Sorry.
Who?
Sorry.
When you say Seri?
He said Serie A, boy. I was like, what? The league?
No. Sorry.
I thought man was trying to say Syria.
You're right, though. You're right. That manager is kind of dead. He's right.
Dead.
And that was
as soon as they appointed him, I was thinking, how?
He was, But he did alright with us last season. Obviously, we won the Europa with him last season. But way too pragmatic. I mean, with that team,
it's a Europa, man. It's not a Champions League, man. Come on. Now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure. I was gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay. Who do you guys think is the danger man in this game that could make a difference for both teams?
I think for Man City, I think it's going to be Sterling and De Bruyne. But for Leon, I think it's that guy. We all know who it is. The striker. He's fucking sick. What's his name?
Got Dembele?
No. Depay.
Memphis.
He's Memphis. And also, I think it's Io. He's the attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
He's one to look
If those two are on form, they do a lot for that team. A lot. But then again, if you look at the history, Man City versus Lyon, bruv, Man City have never won against them. You know what I mean? Lyon have beaten them once and drawn the second time. So
the thing is, it's gonna be very interesting how this new setup is, because like you're saying, if there's not a second leg, which means that every team is going to be throwing everything at each other. So if I was to say, right, who's going to win in an all-out gunfight, I'd put it down to City. It's just they've got too much attacking prowess. This is kind of playing into Pep's game. This is Pep's kind of football, man. He wants to play that attacking football. So
I have a feeling Lyon is like you just said, Kadus, they're the perfect opponents for City, because they're not going to sit back. You know, they're going to try and play ball, and that's what City want. And I think City are going to kill them. I think they did well against Juve, but against a City team that passed the ball crazy fast as well, fast players up top. You've got the creativity of De Bruyne in the middle, Bernardo Silva. It's going to be too much, I think.
Do you know what my advice is to Lyon? Watch Arsenal's FA Cup game, semi-finals. They'll be just fine.
Just one game.
Watch that game.
Do you?
They got it in the bag. So,
okay.
Kadus, don't talk.
You copied us, didn't you?
Man's trying to compare Champions League to FA Cup.
Yeah, just what I mean. Arsenal fans are so funny. It's like you guys could get relegated.
Oh, wait, you want to keep it moving?
You hold FA Cup as a pinnacle.
You know, that's what I'm hearing. It's just
ridiculous.
Chatter.
I can keep talking, bro. But what else? Have you won a European title?
I don't understand.
Don't worry. Let's move on. Let's move on.
16 years, bro.
We already had the debate.
You guys have been in mediocrity, bro.
They're still talking.
I want to sit here and talk about
Kadus.
Muted again. They're both muted again. All right, let's move on. You guys are too fun. We need to do a whole show just on Kadus and Kemal, and we just need to dedicate the whole show to them. Chelsea. That would be a mad show. But anyway, let's move on to the last game, and I would probably say it's the game of the whole quarterfinals. Bayern Munich v Barcelona. My days.
Jeez.
That's going to be a banger of a game. So,
but this is what I'm saying. The winner of that, winning it.
Yeah. I agree with you. For me, you know what? I like Bayern Munich.
You think the winner of that is going to win it?
Yeah. Yes. No, man. No.
So what? Barcelona could beat Man City.
You're sleeping on City. I think City will beat Barca.
You're sleeping on City.
You think City would beat Barca? I'm not sure, man.
They would. I think City would pace them. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys, man. I'm not too sure.
I think Bayern.
The only way that Barcelona could ever win these games is relying on Messi heavily. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, he can provide. It's Messi, right? But that's their main source of inspiration.
I agree.
They're a different team. They're a shadow of the team that they once were.
I just don't. The character of City in the Champions League is what makes me doubt them so much. Like, as soon as they start to come up against stars like that or big clubs like that, they kind of bottle it a little bit. And I don't know if they. You're right. I mean, if City play on fire against Barcelona,
Bayern want this. They've not won their league.
Yeah,
they've not won their league. They are hungry for this.
Who has not won?
Barcelona.
They won the title.
Oh, Barcelona. I thought you said Bayern.
You just said Bayern.
Oh,
no, Barcelona.
Tell you what. Stop doing this. Relax, and then carry on talking.
Wow, I'm stressed because of you, man, and Kadus constantly going at each other. So shut up.
Okay, so you're saying Barcelona, because they didn't win their league, they're going to be so hungry to come in and try and go all out for this. I mean, I agree. I just don't. I can't see them getting past Bayern, to be honest with you. But it depends.
Oh yeah, Bayern are on fire. I'm not gonna lie,
but if Messi's on fire, then
Messi can't do it by himself, man. It actually can.
Well, he's done it many times by himself.
I mean,
Brooke told me something different.
You know I'm a stats man, yeah. You know I'm a stats man.
Different because listen, the goal that he scored the other day was incredible.
Yeah.
Listen, you know I'm a stats man. Bayern versus Barcelona, the stats are ridiculously against Barcelona. So they've only won the last 2, and Bayern have won the last 6. So
one-off game doesn't matter.
Bayern haven't even gotten into the second or third gear yet. They've been chilling.
Yeah,
they have been chilling. So watch.
I just think it's just the way they play.
Yeah, I think if you look at both teams, if you look at Bayern and Barcelona, you look at their danger man, and then that starts to tell you a lot about, you know, Bayern Munich. Alphonso Davies, this guy is just too much.
He's the
best left back in the world right now. Like, and what he's going to do on that left-hand side for them against Barcelona. What's going on, Isha?
Is he better than Robertson?
Oh my God. Don't stop.
Really?
Robertson is not even second, bruv.
He's playing in Germany, innit? In the best team in Germany by miles.
Robertson is not even second in the world, bruv.
Mute Isha, please.
Who's third?
Mute him.
Hold on, who's second then?
Well, that's another debate, but I don't even think Robertson goes second, bruv. So let's calm that talk.
Oh my God, this guy.
Where was compare Robertson to Alphonso Davies?
Yeah, where was Robertson against City? Huh?
Let's do that in another debate, Isha. Let's do that in another debate. Man is talking, putting Rob. You know what, Isha? I'm gonna just put this out there. I think Robertson is a good player, but I think he's overrated. I think he's overrated because he's in a team that are like dominating. You can move, but I'm telling you, Robertson is overrated. Whereas on the opposite side, Arnold, I think, is banging in a fullback position.
Yo, let us know in the comments below if you think he's overrated.
He's overrated, man. He's in a team. He's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's a very good player. But to be compared to like with the best fullbacks in the world, nah, man. Nah, no way.
Come on, man. What about man like Mendy?
Cleaning up everything behind him.
Listen, what about man like Mendy for Real Madrid?
I'm gonna unmute myself. Did you just say Mendy, bruv?
You mean City?
Remove your
City, yeah.
No,
the
other Mendy, the other brother.
Thank God.
For who? For who though?
The one who plays for Real Madrid. He's better than Robertson.
I'm not sure. I haven't
seen bruv.
I haven't seen enough of him to make this judgment. But anyway, we could do this in another debate.
Comment below if you know about Mendy from Real Madrid.
Comment below if you know about Spurs. Let's start there.
Who did Spurs sign again today?
Bruv, we're talking about best left backs. What's wrong with you? Why are you changing the subject?
Who did Spurs sign today? That's what I want to know.
Why are you changing the subject? We're talking about best left backs.
Okay, let's move on.
Why are you bringing Spurs?
Okay, bear mutes. Let's move on.
Arsenal's doing the parade because they signed Willian as well.
Let's move on. Mutes. Let's move on. So, guys, who do you guys think is the danger man for both teams, for Bayern Munich and for Barcelona? Who are the players that you think will make a difference in this game? Let's start with Isha first.
Well, Bayern Munich is the whole damn team. One thing I love about Bayern Munich is they play as a unit. Like, the threats come from everywhere. Like, I watched them in the last game, and they look like they're in first gear, and then Thiago picks out a pass, or flipping Goretzka's in bit of space in between the lines. Like, and you look at their bench, right? These men have got like Coutinho, Muller, players like that sitting on the bench just chilling, and you're like, Bayern has got problems everywhere. The obvious one's Lewandowski, obviously. That guy is easily the best number 9 in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely destroying the world. So for me,
fans will disagree with you though. They'll say Aubameyang is. But anyway, keep going.
They're lying to themselves.
Honestly, how could anyone take Arsenal fans seriously? Oh, you know what? Mute myself.
Yo, let me just quickly touch that base. Why is Kadus even talking?
Don't touch nothing.
Come on.
Keep your hand to yourself, bruv.
Hey,
Don't
Ish,
touch nothing.
let's carry on.
You guys are telling me what Willian? And who else?
Why is he still talking? I don't understand. Why is he still
talking?
Mute time. Sorry, go on. Both muted. Go.
But like, yeah. So
no. Sorry. Why are you muting me when I was silent?
I didn't really want.
You're not silent, bro. You're not silent. I'll mute myself.
But yeah, the whole Bayern team is peak right now. Like, and Thiago, I feel like watching the last game. I'm not just saying it's because he's linked to Liverpool, but I watched him specifically because of that. And like the way he picks up space and the passes that he picks up is just nuts. And like the way that he dribbles reminds me like Riquelme type vibe. Like Riquelme was not the fastest player in the world, but he was amazing because he would just drop a shoulder and find space from nowhere. Like he's one of them kind of players. So
he was playing defensive midfield though, wasn't he, for them in that last game?
Not really, no. He was what I noticed that he was doing. He drops in between the lines and he'll split the centre backs and pick up the ball and quarterback, but then he moves forward. And then the actual defensive midfielder shifts back and then he kind of, it's almost like he's got a free role. It's really hard to explain, but like it's like the definition of box to box. He's just literally everywhere. But he is amazing. Like I feel like if you stop him, you stop a lot of Bayern's passing. And then you've got to mark Alphonso Davies, stop his lines. But equally, I feel like with Bayern, you've got to be aggressive. Like Liverpool did well because we pressed them high. And if you press the fullbacks back, that stops Davies getting forward. That stops your fullbacks getting in. So if you've got the confidence to play against the man-for-man, play your front three, keep their fullbacks pinned back, then I think you've got a chance against Bayern. And I feel like that's why I'm like, people ruling off City from that is, you shouldn't do that. City's got a team that can, that space that Davies will leave behind, a Bernardo Silva or a Mahrez or a Sterling will be in that pocket. And they got players to find that.
It's not easy. It's not because it's not as easy to occupy that space, bro. This is why Bayern Munich, for me, they're probably one of the best teams at defending in transition. They've got very attacking fullbacks, but they can organize very, very quickly when teams trying to get them on the counter. So in order to beat Bayern, you have to be perfect on the day. I don't think Barcelona, obviously, you're going to have to expect Messi. So Messi, I think, for me, is the target man, the person that's going to cause the most danger. I think all the other players are just, they're underperforming.
Suarez, I think, because it's a one-off game, I feel like Suarez, you got to look at for Barcelona. Rakitic has a habit of turning up in Champions League games when he's needed. So I feel like them three you need to keep an eye on. I don't really know what the rest of Barcelona is doing right now, man. I ain't going to lie to you. So I feel like their team, they need help, man. I feel like Barcelona is at the cusp of really turning into like a barely top 6 team. It's sad to say, man.
AC Milan.
Say what?
Like AC Milan, basically.
Exactly. Like their financial problems and like the way they're looking at the minute. And Messi's not getting any younger. So I feel like Barcelona's facing a very difficult time. And
they need to rebuild, don't they? That's what they need to do. Really rebuild.
Yeah. But they haven't even got the money to do it. That's the problem. So it's like they can't buy the.
They haven't even got the proper infrastructure too. At the moment, it seems to be a mess right now.
Yeah, it's a problem, man. So like, I look at them and I feel like because of all the problems off the field as well, that's going to impact their performance on the pitch because their mind's not going to be right. If the club's not right, the player's never really right. So I think that's why
I disagree with all of you, fam. I'm telling you now, Barcelona are doing the damn thing.
Nah, Bayern's gonna.
I don't think so.
But the thing is, I think the difference in this game is going to be the defense. Who's got a better defense as just a unit, not just the defense as a whole team. And I think Bayern Munich is, of course, are better at defending. They both can attack really well. So, and it's a one-off game, so that's why anything can happen. But I feel like Bayern Munich, just because of that, will persevere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they got
whatever team scores first, that's gonna win it. But I'm telling you, Barcelona.
You said Barcelona were gonna win it, and then you just said whatever team scores first is gonna win it.
Yeah, but I know Barcelona are gonna win it though. Trust me.
Okay.
If Bayern scores first, that means that your prediction's gone out the window straight away.
Fuck you, innit? Barcelona doing the damn
Why
thing.
are we even listening to this joke, bro? I don't understand. He's standing there curling his hair. Why are we listening to this, bro? Go to bed or something.
Okay, guys, now we're going to go to the score predictions. But before we do that, can you guys make sure you subscribe, like, follow all of our pages, please? Very, very important. Let us know what you think on everything that we've discussed. Do you believe that Bayern are favourites for this tournament? Do you believe that Robertson's a little bit overrated on that left-back position? Do you believe that Kadus is right about Chelsea or Kemal is right about Arsenal? Let us know what you feel.
Also, in the Champions League.
What's right about?
Hold on. Also, let us know if you want to see a whole episode of just Kemal versus Kadus.
Exactly. Let us know.
It's gonna be a waste of time because what else do you have to brag about besides the FA Cup?
Oh my goodness!
You've got nothing else to brag about besides.
All right.
If you lose the FA Cup, then you're just a dead team, bro.
That's another score predictions time. First game: Atalanta v Paris Saint-Germain. What do you think, Kadus?
What do I think? I think it's going to be 2-1 to Atalanta.
Whoa. Okay, Kemal.
2-0 to Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay, Isha.
I'm going to go 2-1 PSG.
Ben.
3-1 PSG.
I think it's going to be
a good
close.
Score. That's a good score.
I think it'll be close, but I'll go 2-1 PSG. Let's go to the next game. Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid. This is going to be a tough one. Kadus.
2-0 Atletico Madrid.
Okay, Kemal.
I concur with that joke, bro.
Okay, you too. Isha.
1-0 Atletico Madrid.
Ben.
I think it'll be a draw, and the decider will be either in extra time.
That's what I was about to say too. I was gonna say 1-1 draw. And
who's going to win, Ben? You didn't say who's going to win. It's going to be
okay.
Decider will happen.
I think Atletico are probably going to win that, but it's going to be very close. But I would say extra time.
Okay, I would say 1-1 as well, and then extra time Atletico to get the winner. I would just let's go to the next game. Manchester City v Lyon. Kadus.
I think it's 3-1 City.
Kemal.
I concur once again with the joke, bro.
Okay.
Right.
Isha, go on.
I'm going to say 3-1 City.
3-1 City. Ben?
I'm going 2-1 Lyon.
Ooh. I'm going to go 3-0 City. I don't think Lyon will score that game. I just don't think so. So we'll see what happens. And then the last big game, Bayern Munich v Barcelona. Kadus.
3-0 Bayern.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh, I don't think that. 2-1 Bayern.
2-1 Bayern. Isha?
2-0 Bayern.
Ben?
2-1 Barcelona. The right B.
You know what? And this is another game I think will be a draw. I would say 2-2 draw, maybe. And I think it will go into extra time, and I think Bayern will take it in extra time.
That's the right B, Ben, by the way.
This
is the right B, bro. Just so you know.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Thank you very much for joining us on this preview of the Champions League quarterfinals. Let us know your predicted results as well. Let us know if you agree with what we've said. Thank you to everybody who's joined us for the debate here with the Footballbrehz. This is going to be a very, very interesting week, but we're going to be back very, very soon since the games are coming thick and fast. We're going to be back with the Europa League semi-final previews, also the Champions League semi-final previews. So please, again, I'm going to remind you, please subscribe, like, follow all of our pages on all of our social medias, and make sure you comment on everything that we do. Thank you so much. Thank you guys again for the debate. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.